Good morning, students. Welcome to my class, Social Studies. Today's topic is the judiciary, the Supreme Court. The judiciary. What is the judiciary? The judiciary is the third organ of the union government. All the courts at different levels in a country put together are called the judiciary. While the legislative branch makes laws and the executive carries them out, it is the job of the judiciary to interpret or explain what these laws mean and to punish those who break the laws. Under our constitution, the judiciary is a single integrated system of courts for the union and the states, with the Supreme Court at the apex. The Supreme Court is the head of the entire system and not only supervises but also exercises control over the functioning of other courts. There are no separate sets of laws and a single civil and criminal system operates throughout the country. All cases coming from the lower courts can be taken to the High Court and ultimately to the Supreme Court by way of appeal. Another important question arises: what is the need for a single independent judiciary? India has opted for single integrated judicial setup, unlike the double judicial setup in the USA, because in a representative democracy, administration of justice assumes special significance in view of the rights of individuals which need protection against executive or legislative interference. Number two, an independent and supreme judiciary is essential in a federal governance. Number three, an independent and impartial judiciary is essential for ensuring human rights and protecting democracy. Let me brief about the Supreme Court and its composition, qualification of judges, appointment of ad hoc judge, term of office, seat of Supreme Court. Composition: the Supreme Court of India consists of a Chief Justice of India and not more than 30 other judges until Parliament by law prescribes a larger number of judges. Qualifications for appointment as judge of Supreme Court: he must be a citizen of India. Number two, has been at least 5 years a judge of a high court. Number three, has been for at least 10 years an advocate of a high court. Number four, is in the opinion of President, a distinguished jurist. Appointment procedure. Every judge of the Supreme Court is appointed by the President of India in consultation with the judges of Supreme Court and of High Courts. Besides, the Council of Ministers. In case of appointment of a judge other than the Chief Justice of India shall be consulted. In case of the Chief Justice, usually the senior most judge of the Supreme Court is appointed. When the Chief Justice is unable to perform the duties of his office, the President may appoint another judge of the Supreme Court as the acting Chief Justice. Appointment of ad hoc judges. The Chief Justice of India can appoint a judge of a High Court as an ad hoc judge of the Supreme Court for a period as may be necessary. Such appointments are made with the consent of the President and after consultation with the Chief Justice of the High Court concerned. The Chief Justice can appoint retired judges of Supreme Court or High Court to act as judge of the Supreme Court with the previous consent of the President of India. Now, term of office and removal. A judge of the Supreme Court, including the Chief Justice, remains in office until he attains the age of 65 years. A judge may resign by writing in his own hand to the President. He may also be removed from his office by the President through impeachment on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. However, this is done by Parliament, two-thirds majority of those present and voting in both the houses. It is then presented to the President. This procedure is called impeachment of a judge. Seat of Supreme Court. The Supreme Court shall sit in Delhi or in any other place as the Chief Justice may decide with the approval of the President. Thank you.